Welcome back to Living Local. We are in Longs now, and we are at the Harvest Church of Grace. We're going to chat with Pastor Howard Blakeney, and he's going to talk to us about his new book, From Blindness to Vision, as well as some of the cool projects that the churches have going on. So come on, let's go meet him. So now we are here inside of the Harvest Church of Grace. We are here with Pastor Howard Blakeney. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm excited to hear about all you've got going on here. Lots of good stuff happening, right?
Yes.
So right now we are kind of in the back of the church that is in Longs.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you can see Allie's back here. She's hanging out. She's putting some clothes up. So what's going on back here?
Well, what we're doing is we're preparing for the grand opening of our clothing discount store for the church, where our objective will be to have clothes like $1, a dress for $1, a dress for $2, for people that can't afford to go to regular stores and purchase dresses or even men's suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are, you know, nice clothes that people are donating.
Yes.
That are expensive.
Yes. They're name brand. A lot of them are name brand used clothes, but they're real good used clothes, even women's shoes and things like that.
Now, the Harvest Church of Grace, you know, we have this location that we're at in Longs, but it's also in Marion too, right?
Yes, we have they can actually, they'll also be able to go to our website that we'll have up, hopefully, where they can see the information.
Sure.
Go get information of the locations of our churches.
So now we're here in the sanctuary and we're chatting about Pastor Howard's book, From Blindness to Vision. So, and then, you know, the subtitle is, you know, the story of how a pastor at age 52 lost his physical sight but gained his spiritual vision. I love that so much. If people want to pick up this book and read it, or they want to learn about it, what's in here?
It's a story about from the time I began to lose my sight until the time I lost my sight, what I went through.
I just can't imagine. Can you kind of elaborate what your thoughts were when you were kind of going through this and then you were declared legally blind?
Yeah.
You know, what were you thinking and dealing with?
Well, I'll tell you, probably the biggest thing was, you know, how am I going to live? How am I going to make a living? How am I going to continue to pastor the people that God has given me to lead? How am I going to do this?
So let's talk about how this happened. So you have diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
and then and that kind of caused you to start to lose your eyesight.
Yes.
And then you had an eye surgery that kind of went wrong, right?
Yes.
Like, how have you been able to still pastor, and how have things been with this new normal?
Well, I'll tell you about the grace of Jesus Christ. I'm going to tell you something. I give him all the credit and the glory, because there's no way a blind man could accomplish the things that he's accomplished through me if it was on physical strength. But I had a very good family that supported me, a wife, children, church members, staff here,
Sure.
yeah.
I mean, what a interesting story. And again, you have this book that you've written that kind of goes through your entire journey,
Mm-hmm.
and all the trials and tribulations. And, what made you decide at what point were you like, I'm going to write a book about this?
Yes, I just felt like God, usually when God wants me to do something, he tugs at my heart very strongly.
Sure.
And it doesn't stop. And he kept tugging at me to write this book. I'm going to write a book through you.
Well, very, very
Yes.
neat. I mean, if somebody would like to get this book, where do they go?
They can go, actually, the best place to go right now is Amazon.com and just type in the title of the book, From Blindness to Vision, and it will bring up, you can order the book.
Well, Pastor Howard, I mean, it has been an honor to kind of hear your journey. I thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Well, I just can't imagine what an incredible walk you've been on, right?
Yes.
I'm glad you're in a good place now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for watching Living Local. We'll be right back.